Hello guys, welcome back to Potence 4, and today we will take a look at some 3D printed miniatures from Speira Creations, which is a Swedish, we could say, small family company. As I said, it's Swedish, so I'm not really sure how the name is pronounced. I hope it's Speira, but I'm not really sure. And the Speira Miniatures are, I could say, classic 3D printing company, which brings both licensed stuff and their own creations or designs. I have a couple of their miniatures from their, their own Speira collections. Price for one miniature of the regular 28mm human size is something like 3 to 4 euros, which is fairly, could say, normal, okay price for 3D printed miniatures. So this whole pack costs something like 50 euros. And this is unboxing, as you probably guessed by now. What's interesting is the Speira offers you variations for the 3D printed stuff that you can, buy it cleaned without supports, or it is, we could say, cheaper, because it's probably something like €1 cheaper version where you are removing the supports by yourself. And because after all I'm sort of still cheapest, I decide to buy this cheaper version with supports. What's sort of interesting is that it's kind of clever design for, sending the stuff. It's all in this, we could say, Wild West frontier-like Wagoon style with this stuff. Well, it was quite a time before I did my last unboxing, and it's clearly showing, but anyway, really interesting style how to ship stuff, because I don't want to say it's unbreakable, and there couldn't be any damage during the shipment, but there were none, which is nice. And I think this is really cool, sturdy way. Of course, there is one downside on it, and that's for the review. You can really see much through the supports, but I will probably do some follow-up with, specific figures and how they fit with other ranges, because I bought something like 5 different ranges. So lots to show. But if I can, zoom for you to see the details. Here we have some, American Civil War soldier. There is World War II nurse. There is some Landsknecht, but you can really see something. There is this little nice vignette of pilot and a nurse. I think that's really nice piece, and I think this will be really cool objective marker for bolt action or any other World War II themed game. Now there is Smith with horse, American Civil War era Smith. You can see the kepi, which is nice, vignette you can place anywhere on the table as sort of nice terrain. Another Landsknecht. There is another nurse. Again, one day it's Civil War soldier. This is Indian Scout for my westerns. I think it's interesting model. And ultra-modern Gripen pilot, which I will use as objective for my ultra-modern wargaming. And as you can see on the pilot, there is lots of cool details. I would say even sharp details. Basically on everything you can see that the details are really, really nice. You can see this is high resolution printing. And everything looks quite awesome. So there is a last figure, and this is the, we could say, a photography guy for my Western games. Again, you can see that there's lots of details, sharp details, really cool miniatures. And when you put the miniatures away, you will get your name 3D printed here, which is sort of cool because it means that they probably take your order and print it all at once. So, as I said at the beginning, Speira Miniatures, Swedish company. All of these figures are their own creations, they are designs, which they designed by themselves. As you can see, there are lots of characterful miniatures with lots of cool details, sharp details. There is, this something like, 10 miniatures, but I think their own Speira creation range is something like, I'm not sure, but I think it was something like 50 pages, 30 pages on their eShop with, I think, something like 10 pieces per page. So there is literally hundreds of miniatures from Speira Miniatures. I said 2 times miniatures in one sentence, and I hear how dumb it sounds, but, well, I hope you guys, follow what I'm saying. And to be honest, they are really nice quality. I'm very pleased. And for something like 3 to 4 euros per figure, of course, I mean the human size, the guy, the made with the horse, and was of course more expensive. But if we are talking about one guy, the price is something like between 3 to 4 euros. I think they are great quality for the price, and I think I could clearly recommend them. Of course, I will put their shop link in the description, and of course I will do some follow-up video where I will, clip the supports off and show the miniatures without the support, so you can clearly see them. But on the first side, I'm pretty pleased, and I think these are really, nice, characterful, detailed pieces, and even with the supports, I could clearly recommend them. So if you are looking for some, additions to your, Landsknecht, American Civil War, or Wild West miniatures, there is way to go. And of course there are lots of small ranges in their range, so like the World War II stuff, there is some ultra-modern or even later part of 20th century stuff. Lots of different ranges, and as I said, nice quality. I could recommend them. So, I think that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I help you, to discover another cool European brand for 3D printed miniatures, and hopefully see you in the next one. Maybe, to more in-depth review of these miniatures. That was Spotan's War, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.